Hello, this is your boy Miguel from the Mobile Mechanic 757, part 4 of starting your own mobile auto repair business. So in the first 3 parts, I talked about the essence of the name of a business, what entity are you going to have it as, sole proprietor or LLC, the tools that you're going to need. All these are in my previous videos. Starting off tools, more advanced tools, some of the things that you're literally going to need for the business. Now you're ready to start accepting customers, which is good. Square is who we use to accept all credit cards. Of course, you also have Cash App. Before any customers can even see you, you got to have some kind of advertisement. And you're saying, well, why are you telling me this? Well, the reason why I'm telling you this is because we've been using the same advertisement for Craigslist for years. We barely changed anything. We have all the documents that we're going to say on our website for less than $10. I mean, less than that actually. And they pretty much hold you by your hand that no one did for me of what to do. So the advertisement part on the Craigslist, this is not going to make your business successful. It all comes together. That's why I do this in parts. You have the Craigslist ad that's already done for you. All you have to do is change the name of your business. At the end of the last 4 or 5 pages is the SEO, which is the optimization. Without the optimization, Google's not going to pick you up. No one's going to pick you up. All you do is change the city of where you live, and the name of your business on this is all Microsoft edited. And then all you have to do is just put it up there. It takes probably a day or two for the algorithms to kind of pick you up. And then when people type near me, mobile mechanic, and in Chesapeake, Virginia, you show up. Then you're going to come up to the customer after you got your nice, beautiful advertisement, and you're all excited. Well, life is about rules. Rules are boundaries. Without it, it'd be chaos. This is the next document. It has all the rules, the regulations, the warranties, and what the customer does if there is an issue, what you cover, how long you cover it, if you're going to wait for payment arrangements, if they have permission on the property to be worked on, because the last thing you need is them not to have permission to work on a property and you get thrown off and not get paid. Them having you standing around waiting for parts, or you have to take them to get parts, all the fees, blah, blah, blah. And this is the next document you need. It's all for sale on my website, the mobilemechanic757.com. Covers pretty much everything, even the mechanic lien. So when the police says give the keys back, you say, sorry, there's a mechanic lien already on the vehicle, and they already agreed for us to hold the keys until the payment is rendered. I hate it when that happens. Got to get the keys back to the customer because, you know, at a shop, it keeps it at the shop. But you gotta, and all this can be changed to your city and your state and your name of your business to comply. Then you say, well, what about waiting around getting cars fixed and I need something else to get done? Well, this is for perfect pre-purchase used car inspections. It has over 10 to 15 pages, and it even has at the very last, sell or do not buy. And this thoroughly goes from the front all the way to the back of the vehicle, and you can't miss a thing. Your diagnosing machine is very important, that you should already know how to read that. But that's a whole different video. But this holds you by your hand, and also you can change to the name of your business, and at the end you can hand it to your customer and say, I've checked all these points, and the points go about 8 to 10 pages, which is way past the 21 point inspection that most places do. Of course, you do the mechanical drive, you do the mechanical inspection, you do the visual inspection, you do the computerized, everything else in this too. This is another one that you actually give for your customer. You can sell it to your customer. This is also good for you. It actually gives you the questions for the customers to ask the private dealer, for them to understand if they're at a car dealership, the questions to ask, and this helps the customer. It is a huge bonus that you can just help the customer when they say, no, I'm going to go buy a new car and this and this and that. They already know, and you pretty much get them have the confidence that they need. I mean, you're checking the vehicle out for them, but it gives you the confidence to ask the pertinent questions, and you also can know the bogus fees that the dealerships charge. The customer will know this, what to ask the private customer, body language, and what to run away from immediately, with just common sense. All sold on our website. Also, you're thinking to yourself, well, what if I run to a customer and supposedly they wanted me to change the brakes, but the rotors are about to literally fall apart and they're just being cheap, but I don't want to be sued by them. I got you covered. Release a lot automobile liability. If that's what they're doing, you get them to fill out their part, you fill out your part, get them to sign it. Now you have a copy. If God forbid something would happen, you're covered. They knew they shouldn't do it, and also put it on their work order to have them to sign it on their invoice to let them know you shouldn't be driving this car, or you should get this done as soon as possible. Say you're a new technician, or you want to brush up, or you're having some misfiring or some ignition crap that's going on. Well, I got you covered. Tells you about looking at the spark plugs, what to look at, misfiring, all about that. This is actually a cheat sheet that's also being sold for ignitions and all that great stuff. Answers a lot of your questions instead of scratching your head going to YouTube. Heating and air conditioning. That's a real good one. Pressure charts on the new pressure and on the 134A. So you won't be scratching your head or just shooting Freon according to red, yellow, and green. Actually tells you a lot what you should be looking for. Even tells you how to even put it together. Fuel trim, very important. You put your diagnostic machine on and your scene is running rich or too lean. The customer says, well, I don't know what that means, or you're trying to figure it out without scratching your head, or you can read the data. It actually tells you what lean means, the symptoms, and what to look for and fix, and rich. And you can also, we keep a copy of this for the customer so they can understand what's happening to the vehicle, because we always want to be transparent of what's happening, why it's happening in the most lamest terms, so they know what they're paying for. And this is also a cheat sheet for you to kind of like skip all that, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. It says rich, well, what do I do now? It's a cheat sheet just for you guys. Also have another heating and air conditioning, which you can see how thick it is. And it gives you, for example, I had a Honda Accord, the air conditioner will go hot to cold sporadically. Well, I looked at this and looked at the signs, looked at the gauges. It even gives you pictures of the gauges. It gives you the basics to tell the customer, okay, this is how the air conditioner works. And it gives you pictures of different scenarios of the gauges. In that particular Honda, it actually was the expansion valve. This told me right off the bat, this is what you need to do. Looked at the gauges, matched it up, didn't have to sit there and think about a bunch of stuff, changed the expansion valve, put it through a vacuum, and boom, they were back on the road. So at the end of the day, there's no reason why you should not be making. It's going to take some time. This is not something that you can just go run and go do. It takes time, and I'm helping you skip all of the stuff that a lot of people are not going to help you with. They're going to give you bits and pieces and all that stuff. I'm here for you guys. I want you guys here for your success. I also do one-on-one consultations. If this is not going to be good enough and you get all the paperwork and you buy all this stuff and you still have some questions, I'll be more than happy to help you and answer those questions for you. If you like these videos, please like, subscribe, and share. And there is no reason why alone you should not be making $60,000 to $70,000 on your worst day doing this business. And I'm in Virginia, where the wages are very, very low. You move up north, or you move to other parts like Florida, air conditioning season is booming, you should be a lot higher. With that being said, we're just talking about the basic minimum, $60,000, $70,000, which puts you at a great tax bracket. If you like these videos, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.